We're on our first full day in Iceland and we're heading out from Reykjavík to Vík and further beyond. Why not come with me and see what we can find? Well, good morning, and you find me quite early here in Iceland in our first full day. Yesterday we flew out from England and landed. We had a trip into Reykjavík where we got something to eat, and now it's very early and we're setting out for our first accommodation, which is beyond Glacier lagoon towards Hoffen. But the first place we're aiming to stop is Vík. So we want to be there for sunrise, that is round about just after, a little after 10. And so yeah, that's the aim there. So it's about 6:30, 6:45 at the moment. The aim is to be away by 7 o'clock so we can get to Vík area for sunrise. I'm not quite sure. There's various options. We could go to Black Sand Beach, which is just before Vík, on where you get the headlands, and then there's Vík itself, the beach. There's some quite nice shops at the church, etc., and there is places to go shopping and etc. So that's what we're doing. I won't say much more because it's quite dark and you can't really see much on the video. So yeah, we'll say we'll get on and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, we've come to our first stop of the day and we're not far from Vík, which if we come round here, you can see there, you can see the headland and the stacks. Maybe if I try zooming in. Yeah, there we go. There's the stacks, the sea stacks and the headland. And the beach that you can see there is the one that, although most of the beaches around here are black sand, that's known as Black Sand Beach. And Vík is the other side of the headland. And what we've got here is a lighthouse. I'll put the name up of where we are. It's a bit too complicated for me to actually pronounce. So yeah, we've come here. And there is, if you go to the lighthouse, you can look down and there's a sea arch that you can photograph, so we'll probably make our way there. But what we've been doing here is, if I just walk around, you see there's the camera, and we're looking out to obviously the lighthouse. And initially I took one because there was a bit of colour in the clouds, sort of that sort of composition, the lighthouse and getting the clouds behind. But what I've been doing now is we've got the lighthouse and then the sea, and I've been doing a long exposure, trying different settings just to smooth out the sea. I think what's happening, I've been shortening the exposure, but at the same time it's been getting lighter, which would mean a shorter exposure anyway. But yeah, no, it's going quite good. I've got to learn to be able to use this camera with my gloves on. Otherwise my hands are going to get quite cold. when I first got out of the car, I thought I'd just put my cagoule over my fleece and that would be warm enough, but it wasn't. So I've got my new big waterproof down jacket on, and yep, I'm quite warm with that on, although my fingers are getting a bit cold. So yeah, that's why I need to learn to use the gloves. So and you can see the ice caps over there and that, although there's no snow on the ground. For Iceland, it's not as cold as it maybe normally is this time of year, but it's certainly colder here than it was in Reykjavík. So yeah, we'll sort those images out and we'll put them up and we'll catch up with you a bit later. But if we do ones of the sea arches, we'll put those up as well, and as I said, we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Hi, I apologise, I've lost track of what I've been videoing. So we're actually in Vík now, and we're just outside the walk in Vík where we had some lunch, and then we've been down, and I can't remember if I've got any B-roll, a bit I think. We've been down to the beach. If I just come along here, we'll see the beach. And yeah, you can see the beach there and the sea stacks where we've been down, and I've just been trying to capture pictures of the waves, and I don't know whether if I zoom in you can see there's quite a lot of surf and that, and the waves splashing up. So I've taken quite a lot of images. What will come out I don't know, but what we're now going to do is, if we look up there, you should see there's the church, the red roofs, white wall church. We're just going to go up to the top, see if we can get some images looking back down, and then I think the plan is to come back into Vík itself, fill up the cars with fuel and go to the supermarket, and then head towards our accommodation, and possibly stop if we see anything on the way. So yeah, I'll put some images from the beach and we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Right, well, we've come up to the church, and I've been here before and got some images. I'll put my best one up just to show you what we'll be seeing, but it's quite an interesting view of Vík from up here. As you can see, we're looking down on the town. There's apartments and obviously the shops, etc. But there is further houses, etc. around this side. So yeah, it's quite a nice little settlement, and you get a very good view of the coast there. Sorry, it's blowing out a bit because it's quite sunny over there, and obviously that's the direction we're going in for the accommodation. So yeah, it's quite a nice place, and we've obviously got the sea stacks and that. So yeah, we're going to carry on our way around, and yeah, we'll catch up with you a bit later, and we'll try and do a bit more videoing as we're driving, etc. So yeah, we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Well, good morning, and you find us on our second day now, and I don't think I did brilliant with the videoing, etc. yesterday, so I think we'll combine days 1 and 2 into one slightly longer video. So if I flip you around, you'll see we've come to Diamond Beach. Obviously that's not the actual proper name, and we've got Glacier Lagoon through that way. I don't know whether you can see the bridge there, and Glacier Lagoon is the other side of the bridge. So obviously what happens is the glacier breaks off, or pieces break off the glacier, and they float down to the lagoon, but then where there's a bit of maybe what you'd call a sandbar or whatever between the lagoon and the sea, so the river is a lot shallower than the lagoon, so the big bergs get stuck in the lagoon, and then when they melt small enough, they're washed out to sea. I mean, there's still some of them are pretty big, etc. and that. So I mean, that's the process, and then obviously they get washed up on the beach here. So we've been here a little while now. It was quite dark, gloomy when we got here, and the moon was up, so I did take some images of the moon, and it was in that direction above the mountains there. And then I was going round taking what I would call intimate images of unusual icebergs, etc. But what I've been doing recently, and I don't know how well it's going, if I come down here and bend down, you'll see we've got the camera here. If we turn it on, the sun, I don't know, we'll just try, I'm just going to try one more set of images. That's 1, 2, 3. So we'll just look. That's the image. I mean, I think I've left this one a bit too late, that the sun's come completely out. As you can see, the sun is flashing because it's blown out. But there is a bit of a starburst. But what I'd been doing was, we've got the iceberg there, and as the sun was coming up, I was trying to catch the sun lighting the iceberg up, and how well it'll come out, I don't know. There was a bit of colour to start off with. Now the sun's got fully up. Well, it's above the cloud bank. There's certainly no colour now. It's just bright sun, etc. So, well, yeah, hopefully we'll see what it's like when we get it on the computer. But it was a novel idea, and it may or may not have worked. So, yeah, I'm just going to wander along, see how the others are doing, and I'm maybe going to go now, go under the bridge to where the lagoon is and see what images are to be had there. So, yeah, anyway, we'll put the images we've caught on the beach up, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later.